Spurgeon here with RevZilla TV to talk to you about the Klim in the boot Mojave pants available at RevZilla.com. So new for 2015, Klim has updated their Mojave pants. What you're going to see is the price point is going to stay the same, around the $170 mark, but they're going to improve all the functionality that you've come to know and love from the Mojave. Main thing is they've improved breathability by 90%. Keep in mind, the Mojave pants are for you hot weather dirt riders out there that are looking for the maximum amount of airflow. So by increasing ventilation by 90%, they're really giving you more of what you want. Now, as far as sizing is concerned from Klim, this is going to be an American fit, and we're going to have high-vis Brian on my left-hand side. You know you're hitting the big time when high-vis Brian gets to be your model in these videos. Now, I only get to work with his legs today, but hopefully someday we'll get all of high-vis Brian in here. Now, he is going to be a 33 in his jeans. We're going to measure his waist at 36 inches. We have him in the size 34, and you can see they fit him spot on. If you do need a little bit of extra adjustment, they do have those waist adjusters up top, so keep that in mind when you're figuring out your sizing. Sizes are going to range from a 30 up to a 40 in all sizes, and the blacks will go up to a 42. Now, as far as colorways are concerned, like I said, there's the black version, which does go up to the extra 42 size. We're going to have high-vis Brian in the blues on my left, and then there's an all-gray version for you as well. Klim is really known for their role in the dirt world, the ADV world, and getting you off-road. With the Mojave pants, these are going to be aimed at ADV motocross riders, light dual sport riders that really want maximum ventilation into the hottest months of the year. What you're going to want to consider if you want maybe to get something into the cooler months of the year, take a look at the Dakar pants. They're going to be a very similar fit and function to this. Again, they're going to have an in-the-boot design to it that's going to work for the cooler months. But with the Mojave, let's start by breaking down the construction on this. So first and foremost, you're going to have a combination of 300-gram poly mesh material, and you're going to see that really working its way through this entire main section of the body. And then what they've done is, in your impact zones, they've gone with an 840D Cordura. So what you're going to notice is that maximum amount of airflow is really juxtaposed with the protection where you need it the most. And then in your inner knees, for the extra grip, they do have leather panels as well. You're also going to notice throughout this, and you're really going to see it when we get to the back, there's going to be an accordion stretch textile material that's going to work really well to keep you nice and mobile and throwing that dirt bike around off-road. So starting with the waist, working our way through this, the main change you're going to see is going to be a 2-snap closure at the front, and it's going to cover that up. So the old 2-snap closure was exposed, and some of the more ADV-oriented riders that were maybe riding more expensive bikes that they didn't want to scratch up, were noticing those buttons were scratching the paint. So what they've done is they've just got a little bit of a fabric going over top of that now, just to give your tank a little bit of extra protection. Again, like I said in the beginning, there is going to be adjustment straps at the waist to fine-tune that, and really what you're going to see going on here is your biggest change, just an absolute ton of that 300-gram poly mesh material, just breathing a ton of airflow through. Working our way down through the pants. They've redesigned the zippers on the pockets on the thighs just to give you a little bit easier access when you're out there, especially if you get covered in mud in a dirty, rainy day. You're going to have a little bit of extra storage there. Accordion stretch at the top of the knees helps with flexibility. There's no armor in this. Klim is expecting you to be wearing standalone knee armor underneath these pants. Now, if you want to turn these into a standalone option pant, there is going to be a pocket inside, so if you want to add D3O armor, you're going to have that option to add that later on if you don't want to use standalone knee armor. Now you're going to notice again, these are the in-the-boot version. There is an out-of-the-boot version as well, so if you like a more traditional out-of-the-boot pant, you can go with that option as well. High-vis Brian on the left-hand side is again rocking the in-the-boot version, and you can see what they've done is they've actually, you can't really see it from the boot, but they've kind of just chopped off the bottom a little bit, so you get less bunching, and there's a nice accordion panel that works its way around the bottom just to articulate the fit, hold the pants down, and work really nicely to give you a clean look inside the boot. Brian, I'm going to have you turn and just face backwards, or I'm sorry, face sideways for me, and I just want to get a side profile look of the actual, just the real nice articulated fit with this. You are going to see, again, with the adjusters up top, how it works down, how it flows into the boot. You're going to see a little bit of accordion stretch start to work itself around so you can move, you can be flexible. It's going to work to give you flexibility at the hip as well as the seat. And again, you're going to see that material for the mesh material carry around the back of the thigh, just really helping your airflow through, especially if you're in a standing position on your ADV or dirt bike. Brian, I'm going to turn face backwards for me. And again, starting with the top, working our way through here, light Klim branding at the top. And really, this is where you're going to see all that accordion stretch material that we're talking about come into play. Accordion stretch at the top, working its way down the thighs, the inner thighs right below the seat, and then all the way down to the base where it works itself into the boot. Really comfortable pair of pants. And then you're going to see the protection aspect of that 840D Cordura in the seat. Again, that Klim bubble butt that we kind of know, not too aggressive with this, but again, really kind of baking in that comfort. But the accordion stretch really kind of helps to even that out a little bit with the Mojave pants. Brian, I'm going to have you turn face forward for me. And again, really what we're talking about is an upgraded version of the old version. And they haven't changed the price point, so you get a ton of functionality here, a lot more airflow, really getting you into those hot months where you need the maximum amount of cooling from the air coming by. Now, there's a lot of folks out there that are rocking Klim gear. If you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button. Read what other Klim pants riders are rocking on their dirt rides. If you have more questions for us, never hesitate. Get us on the phone, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply type us out an email, cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Klim in the boot Mojave pants. I'm Spurge. These are High Vis Brian's legs. Enjoy the ride.